Hello, my young friends. I bet you can guess my name, but just in case, I'm Moses. I am so happy to see you today. You learned about my younger years yesterday from my sister Miriam. I don't really remember those early beginnings, but I do remember growing up in the family in the palace with Pharaoh. I was treated like a prince. I loved my adopted mother, the princess, but I sure do miss my Hebrew family. They were right there in Egypt with me, but I didn't really spend a whole lot of time with them. When I was able, I would go back to my true home with my Israelite family. The truth they had taught me about the one true God had shaped my life, even though I was considered an Egyptian now. But beside that, let's move on with the story. After I got quite a bit older, I was walking among my people, slaves, treated so poorly. I was sad, but what could I do? I knew that God had a plan, but what was it? Then I saw an Egyptian soldier beating one of my fellow Hebrews. I got so angry. I got so mad, and I took things into my own hands, and I killed that soldier. It was so wrong and just so against my God. But I was just so angry at the way the people were beating my people, being treated as slaves. Well, then I had to run, and run I did. Away from that palace, away from my family, away from Egypt. I lived alone in the wilderness for a long time, eventually getting a job as a shepherd. I even met a nice man named Jethro, but I also fell in love with his daughter, and later we got married. Even though I had to leave my home and my family, I had a new family and wasn't really planning on going back. Then, oh my, one day I was out in the wilderness. I was walking and I noticed a bush, but this wasn't an ordinary bush. It was on fire. Yeah, the bush was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I turned and gazed at the bush, and then I heard a voice, a strong and great voice. I knew it was God. He called me, Moses, Moses. And I said, here I am. God was talking to me through this burning bush. It was truly amazing. God said these words to me, take off your sandals, for the place you're standing is holy ground. So naturally, I took off my sandals. I knelt and listened as the God of all creation spoke to me. He's so holy and so mighty, and he was talking with me. Let me share what he told me he would do. God told me on that mountain, at that burning bush, that he would rescue the Israelites. He said he would take them out of their bondage, out of their slavery, and take them to a new land. He knew how bad things were for his chosen people, and he told me that I would speak for him. I would go to my people, talk to them, and then talk to Pharaoh himself. All I could ask God was, what do I say when I get to that? And God spoke the most wonderful words to me. He said, I am who I am. If the people ask you who has sent you, you just tell them, I am has sent me to you. I was simply amazed and scared and in awe. And did I mention scared? I was so scared. I gave God every excuse I could think of not to go, but he was still planning to use me, Moses, to speak to his people. And I wasn't the power or the might, but he was. He is.